Hi, this is Ebony Pegasus with a World of Warships video. I've called this one Kraken for Newbies. For this game, I am using the level 3 German battleship, the Nassau. And as you can see, I have My Little Pony ship captains on. Just for a bit of fun, because I am a fan of My Little Ponies. So here is what I have. I have main armaments modification 1. I also have damage control modification 1. And I've upgraded her completely. I've only got 7 captain points, but I have used them for the following: Pyrotechnician, Emergency Repair Specialist, Grease the Gears, Long Range Secondary Battery Shells, and that's all I could use for now. Right now it's free to redistribute, so I may not keep the 2 at the top, but I'm just going to see how things go. So that is the way I fitted my ship out. Let's get on with the game. And I am also using Aslains modifications and Mermaid's Wrath voice modification. And if you stay to the end of the video, I'll take you through exactly which Aslains mods I use that I have found helpful to me. The most helpful one is the navigator there. Whichever ship I'm targeting, the navigator there in the center is telling me what angle I am to that ship. I found this really helpful because in my first clan, EGO, Edge Gamers Association, I was known as Broadside Ebony because I always went broadside, and which put me at a disadvantage because the enemy team can then citadel me, which is not a good thing. So we got that Phoenix there. I am going to shoot at that Phoenix with APs and hopefully take her out. Speaking of broadside, she was broadside to me.
Hostile cruiser destroyed.
Yes, the hostile cruiser is destroyed. And that is a good demonstration of why you don't want to be broadside. I am going in nose forward. I also hung back a bit, let all the bots and other players go forward. I'm in a battleship, so I'm in a long-range ship. You don't want to go rolling on, YOLOing in, because that will just get you killed really quickly. Now, just to confuse us, we have a coral shore here that's named Turpitz, but isn't a Turpitz. It's broadside, and it managed to beach itself on the wreckage, and kind of sunk into the ocean a bit. I'm having trouble seeing it. So
turn this around.
Even though I'd love to get rid of it, I just had trouble targeting it because it was so deep in the water. On top of the coral shore there, you can see a little red dot. That dot is an Aslains modification that tells me the ship has stopped. I can also see that the Danae is now going backwards as indicated by the dot going pink. So I know that the ship is going backwards in 2 ways. 1, the pink dot, which is a modification, and 2, the direction of the smoke coming out of the smokestacks. The smoke is going kind of forward to the bow of the ship. That means the ship is going backwards. That means I need to lead my target to the rear of the ship, or to the stern of the ship, rather than to the bow of the ship. And my good friend, the CV, who is a real player, has taken out that coral shore, which I'm really glad, because I just couldn't target it in this game for some reason. I hit that Danae in the citadel. Why? Because he's broadside, and I can easily target the citadel object. A second hit to the citadel takes him out of the game. Looking for the citadels. Okay, they're usually a good place is like at the waterline between the smokestacks. Right now, I'm just opening the panels so I can move them down slightly because I wasn't able to see my score. You can do quite a lot of things in that panels option. Here is another broadside ship. As you notice, I'm keeping my bow forward to these. And I'm at a stop right now. I'm taking a look to see where those torpedoes are. Those little triangles in the water, as my friend at EGO Houndini would call them. They sailed right past, so I'm pretty safe. Every time you hear that beep, beep, beep warning sound, you need to pan back and take a look. Where are the torpedoes? That one's just going to fly right by me. So I'm pretty safe there. It's an interesting angle of the ship here. The mast in the way. Trying to take this cruiser out. More torpedoes! And oh my god, these ones are going to hit me because I cannot dodge. The best way to dodge torpedoes is angle your bow, like try to get them to go either side of your ship. So you face your nose right towards them. I learned that from some of my good friends that are in my clan.
Damage control teams report the issue is
So I smacked that one right in the citadel, right between smokestacks at the water level to take him down. I've now taken down 3 ships. And they've all been bots, which is nice and handy.
Crews are reporting the deck is
Here
ablaze.
comes a real player in the St. Louis. Now, I know he's a bigger threat than any of the bots, so I'm going to start targeting him rather than the bots. Because he's smarter than them, so he can do more damage to him. But this particular guy is not that smart because he is actually sailing broadside to me. So I'm looking at that first number that tells me that it's 1.4 kilometers away from my guns. And I'm trying to place the number on the crosshair between the smokestacks or wherever I want my shells to hit. It's usually pretty accurate. This is a crosshair from Aslains Modifications, but you can use any dynamic crosshair to do similar. Now I notice that the bot, St. Louis, is heading straight for me, so suddenly he's become a bigger threat than the player. I'm going to switch targets and take him down. So I'm aiming like right for his waterline. I take him down.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Goodbye. Nice knowing you. And my health is really low right now, so I'm just going to kind of hang back a bit. I do want to get that player St. Louis. And there you go. It's flashing that I can now use my T to repair. And I'd like to do that before I take on Diesel Fume, I think his name is. So as I round the corner there, I'm teeing myself up to hit him as close to his citadel as I can. So I've got the line at the water level or just above it. And because he's staying relatively slow right now because he's going backwards, it means I can put the circle right where I want the shells to hit.
They're cruising on the
And there you go. The Kraken has been unleashed.
Release the Kraken!
It's always a good feeling when you get to release that Kraken. So my next target is going to be the aircraft carrier on the enemy team, which happens to be a real player, not a bot. I'm rounding that corner and getting myself ready with AP rounds. He's hitting me with fighter planes, so he's put me on fire. I put that one fire out. And he's still sending a heap of planes my way, so this is a good time if you have a fighter plane to send it up. And to use that squiggle key to your advantage to take down the planes.
Problem solved.
I'm going to
Just don't let it
zoom
happen
in here
again.
and fire right in the center. Double Citadel, Confederate and high caliber. He's hit me again with a fighter plane, but I have no repairs left.
Send assistance.
My R key is resetting, but it's okay. I'm still gonna blast him to pieces. If I have to ram him, I'll ram him. But I shouldn't have to. I should be able to just take him out. Kaboom! There she blows.
Clear skies and fresh air. That wasn't so
And that
hard.
ends the
What's
game for a
next?
victory for our team.
And it's sweet, 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 sweet victory. Oh, it's ours for the taking. It's ours.
So as promised, I'm going to take you through how to get Aslains Modifications. So here I am at their website. I will link that in the description for you. the first thing you do is you download it and then you run it. If you get this particular message, you just say run anyway because it is safe. And then you'll get like a bunch of boxes that come up that you just have to press OK. You have to read the registration requirements and agree to it, and then you just go through here. So then you choose where it's going to go. You have to find your current ship's folder, and you're going to install it into there. So make sure you do that. And then you click OK. Go down here, you can see I've had a few choices. You can choose the same ones that I have, or you can choose different ones. Just have a play with it. Try things out. If you don't like it, you can remove it. And you'll have to restart your game every time you change something here. Every time you get an upgrade in World of Warships, you need to get the new upgrade of Aslains because the old one won't work with it. But the good news is that the things you've checked off previously will be saved. So you won't have to check them off every single time. You just have to reinstall over the old one, and then it'll work with the new upgrade of World of Warships. Now, some of the things in here aren't particularly helpful. Some things are helpful. Some things are just for fun, such as My Little Pony Ship Captains, and the Mermaid's Wrath voice modification is quite fun. There's a few others there you can try, including Star Wars, which is really cute as well. Just to make things a little bit more fun for you, and some of the things will help make your life easier for aiming at ships, different things to see the damage that you have done to a ship versus the damage that you have received. I had those on, and things to change the sidebars. So once you've picked everything that you want from the list and keep on scrolling down, then you just click next and it starts to install. And that is how you do it. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Check out some of my other wargaming videos and Among Us videos. And I shall see you later. This is Ebony Pegasus.
Winner takes all. It's the thrill